ما صدقت حلمي وبدأت قالوا عني زمان موهوم بيضيع وقت لا يوم سلمت ولا استسلمت ووقعت وقمت وامبارح غير دلوقت هنا قلبي من جوه ده اللي بيديني القوة في طريقي مشيت واديني ثبت
لن ننجح إلا بكنتم.
من هنا قررت بعد ما فكرت امشي عالصعب وعرفت انا لما كبرت ان اللي تفكر في ازمه كان خوفك منه ملوش لازمه واديك عالصعب قدرت واللي زمان ضحكوا عليك شوفهم دلوقتي بيداروك صفهم وهو رهنوا عليك تخسروا كسبت انا ابن مصر انا ضد الكسر انا رافع راسي تملي لفوق طول العمر انا ابن مصر قلبي نسر ما اقدرش اعيش ابدا يوم غير وانا حر شفت زمان ومواقف ملهاش
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by His Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, the Secretary General of the Arab Investors Union. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Ambassador.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Ambassador Gamal, let's talk a bit about how Egypt is, developing different national projects in different sectors, all towards the development of the Egyptian economy. For example, we've seen a development in the nationwide ports with the state-owned funds to facilitate, more activity in this sector. How important is this? And now that the government is also willing to allow private investors as well to participate in such projects?
This is the secret of having a plan. We are not working hazardly. We are working according to a plan. And through you, I invite every Egyptian who is interested to open the page of the Ministry of Planning. There you will find the Egyptian Plan 2030, where every village is mentioned there, what we are going to do in the next 10 years in every place in Egypt, in the fields of agriculture, industry, services, name it. Because I realized recently on Facebook that some people are asking why so many roads? Do we need all these bridges or the new capital? Why industry, not agriculture? Why agriculture, not services? The imbalance of the balance of trade. Look to the whole plan in that page, then you will discover that we are working on all fronts. And if you take agriculture, we are increasing our agriculture area by 2 or 3 million fedan in addition. If you talk to industry, we are reviving all our industries. If you talk about vegetables, we are the largest exporter of vegetables and fruits to Europe.
Yes.
In any field, take services, take tourism, take 11 million Egyptians living abroad giving their services, and this is a source of hard currency. More than $30 billion are coming to Egypt because of the remittances of those
Egyptian nationals abroad. Yes.
So the good news that we are going in all fronts, in all sectors, and don't look to part of the story and you neglect the other part. This is my reading to the situation.
Absolutely. Mr. Ambassador, now, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi said recently that the state is easing the challenges facing investors, including the need to expropriate buildings around projects, compensating the residents, etc. How important are these steps for the driving of the Egyptian economy?
This is very important because we have to answer the following question. Because we are giving birth, mashallah, for lot of new children. We gave birth since the revolution of 2011 as big as 2 countries in the size of Greece. My goodness. So, 22 million new children. I don't know many countries with this size, 22 million. But anyway, this is good and bad, but let us take the good side of it. But we have to earn the living of those 22 million children. We have to work on all fronts. Then, if we want to ameliorate our life and to give the food, housing, education, whatever to those newcomers, then we have to grow at a rate 3 times the birth rate. This means that we shouldn't grow less than 7-8% annually. This needs from us to allocate 30% of our GDP.
Yes.
According to our level of economy, we can only save 15%, not 30%. This gap, who will fill it? Either you borrow from abroad, and some people are against borrowing.
Yes.
Okay, or you allow direct investment, whether this direct investment is private sector, Egyptians living abroad, Arabs, or coming from the international market. So I see quite well the message the president is giving, that we shall make the life of new investors much easier and quicker. Now the investors, the measure is there. He is counting how long it would take him from putting the first $1 million in the bank until he got the first 10,000 revenues from this 1 million. If he will wait at the bank for 1 day until he open an account, or to make a transfer, or to go to Mr. Muhammad Bureaucrat doing his business, this will not encourage a new investor. Also, I am afraid of those who think that we should do everything by ourselves. No country is doing its economy by themselves. We have international alliances. Here we talk about the United Nations and its economic branch, the IMF, the World Bank, all the International Monetary Organization. We have to depend on the regional relation with the Arabs, with Africa, with Europe, and invite more and more investors to come to our country. We are marketing for this by a simple fact, that Egypt is not only the 100 million inhabitants, but we are open to the Arab market, to the African market, and to the European. Our production is exempted from any custom duties to those 3 markets. This means we have a market of 2,000 million inhabitants. This is great if we can sell it to an investor to come.
Absolutely.
Then he can invest in heavy industries like car industry, like shipbuilding, like those industries
Mega
which
industries.
we really need.
Yes, absolutely. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Your Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, Secretary General of the Arab Investors Union. Thank you so much, sir, for your time and your insight on today's edition of Cairo Local Time. And for our final segment for today, the veteran Egyptian actor Ahmed Khalil, who starred in dozens of successful television series, died on Tuesday at the age of 80 due to complications caused by the COVID-19. Arab artists have expressed mourning over the death of Khalil, whose funeral was held after the afternoon prayers at the Shorta Mosque in Cairo district. We have more details coming your way.